Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Limbus Company. Got ourselves new extractions. So this one's for the W core cleanup agents. We got one for Honglu, and then we got one for Ryoshu. So let's do Ryoshu. How many of these do I have? Okay, just 5. Alright. I only got one of them.
열전하는 거 생각보다 좁던데요?
Hello. What do you got for me?
자, 변신 완료. 만선이에요.
Alright, we got Soda Honolulu. And the other one was a repeat.
귀엽고 저를 찾으셨군요.
Alright, another EGO for Sinclair? No, it's a... No, sorry, it's a, identity. Been a while since we've had a...
어이가 없군. 병 소리나 하고 있으라니.
I was going to say, it's been a while since we had to do so many polls for an identity, but thankfully we sparked there and got Ryoshu. So W core level 3 cleanup agent. Alright, let's see what we got.
왔어? 이거 봐봐. 또 따버렸지 뭐야?
Got all sorts of new. Alright. Do our usual.
실력을 인정했다니. 사람 관리 말고 현장 청소 업무에 나를 배치해.
So, what do you think? I get to visit a museum, an expedition featuring brand new pieces of art every single day, all that for a bit of physical labor. No, I'm not expecting an answer. I don't think anyone else would care to look at this writing either. Consider this a complex, unsimplifiable art critique after a visit to a gallery. There wasn't anything special that drew me in to join this company. I didn't find it very exciting either. When I was offered this cleanup agent job, I considered it no different from my usual contracts, except that I'll be guaranteed a fixed income. I thought, of course, a corporation of this size, a wing at that, must have stuff to clean up here and there. I didn't care about what they did as long as they didn't annoy me, so I signed the contract. So imagine my surprise when this train that people take without giving it a second thought every single day turned out to be a gallery of arts sculpted with chisels of time. While I was impressed with how well they were hiding this truth from the public, 3 words came to mind. This is it. In hindsight, I was so absorbed with chasing after and creating my own art. Then I neglected to appreciate the art of others. A shameful realization. Appreciating others' arts expands and deepens your understanding of this art of creation, regardless of its genre. That was why my recent work had been plagued with vapidity and regurgitation. No genuine, vivid imagination comes forth without a touch of reality. I saw one that used its soft tissues to conjoin two train cars, becoming a new door between them. One that wrapped its flesh around the plush side of the seat, embodying a new chair with extra cushioning. One that is an amalgam of many taking the shape of new organism and lurching on, though I wouldn't classify that as art, not yet. It doesn't qualify even as a performance art, as there was no intent to create the art behind it. Shambling without intent is, in the end, insufficient to be called art. It is incomplete at best. I butchered them, because the company ordered me to make them easier to clean up. To interfere with the process of involuntary art isn't to my liking, no. But that doesn't happen very often. Besides, there's plenty to be gained from the rest. I enjoyed the company-issued gear, too. Void Curse Blade, Refraction Demon Blade, Dimensional Art Knight. I had many ideas for the name of this blade, but I eventually landed on Dimensional Demon Edge. I particularly enjoyed the parts where it drained me when I cut down incomplete art without proper preparation. Indeed, dealing with works of art without appropriate mindfulness is itself an act of self-destruction. I would have loved to keep doing that kind of work. I would have even foregone sleep to do so. Shit. What are the higher-ups thinking? It's ludicrous making me babysit these rookies. Look at that guy over there blabbering on and on. Maybe he enjoys this kind of humdrum work. What an oddity. How does he find this interesting in any capacity when solid gold rolls into the station every single day? If he likes BS that much, he might as well do this whole drivel himself. As if they'd let that happen. Damn it, even at this very moment I'm missing out. And there you go. More cleanup agents for the train. Alright. Defense. Every time you evade, your evasion power is increased for every 5 charge to a max of 2. And then for the various attacks, her entire mechanic, just like all W core, is all about charge. At 10 plus charge, this attack will do more damage, and on hits, it will gain additional charge. Leap, which is, I guess, different leap from someone else's leap. Gain 6 charge. At 10 plus, it gains another coin power. And then at 10 plus charge, it can inflict slash fragility. And if your HP is below a certain percentage, it will deal extra damage. And then on kill, you'll gain haste. And then this, DDEDR, gains 7 to 14 charge. At 7 to 14 charge, consume all of it. And consume 3 times 15 minus charge count, consume HP to gain 3 coin power. Okay, so yeah, as mentioned, this attack can hurt her. You can also consume 15 charge to gain 3 coin power, and then a bunch of extra damage here. And if the skill has consumed 15 charge, you can do charge barrier on to self and one other ally. Lose charge barrier after losing shield. Okay, so this allows you to build additional charge. That's all it does. It's a little too risky for me to use, especially when I do auto battle a lot. So I'm probably not going to use her. Alright, here we are. We all the way down here. The hole. Dumbok's unexpected attack pierced Yi Sang's chest. Winding time would heal the wound, but will it really fill the hole in his heart? I had no way to know what dream Yi Sang could have been dreaming, resting with his eyes closed.
그때를 생각하면 나는 늘 둥실둥실 떠 있었던 것 같소.
Thinking back to those days, I felt as though I had been afloat all the time then.
그래. 마치 하늘을 날아다니는 듯한 기분으로 생을 견디고 있었지.
Yes, I was enduring life with the feeling of flying in the sky.
그랬기에 나는 내게 날개가 있었는지 반푼이었던 것인지조차 모르고 살았던 것이요.
Thus, I had been living without knowing for certain if I truly had wings or if I was a mere half-wit.
이상, 또 잠 안 자고 연구만 한 거야? 그러다가 객사한다고 몇 번이나 주의를 줬는데.
Yi saying, did you stay up all night working on your research again? I keep telling you. Skipping sleep will get you killed.
쟤는 우리랑 달라. 한 번 파고들면 잠이고 밥이고 다 내팽개쳤던 거 기억 안 나?
He's something else. Remember how you'd forget to eat or sleep when he got into something?
됐어, 동백. 그래서 이번 낭수회에는 어떤 걸 우리한테 보여줄 참이야?
It can't be helped, Dombik. So, what do you plan to show us at this Illuminators conference?
그렇게 밤낮을 버리고 방에만 틀어박혀 있으면 기대를 안 할래도 그럴 수가 없단 말이야.
I can't help but look forward to something you've been working on tirelessly in your room.
이번에 나는 거울이라는 것을 만들어 보았어.
This time I have made something I called the mirror.
그래서 언제나 분명하지 아니한 것이요.
Thus, it has always remained unclear.
내가 그날을 후회하는지 감기하는지조차도.
Unsure if I regret that day or reminisce it fondly. Yi Sang, you alright? Yi Sang's eyes slowly opened. Their lives are so easily light, so easily recoverable.
그래. 이번에도 어김없이 시간을 돌려주었구려.
I see. You have reversed my death as you always do. A flash of light burst out of the golden bow right as it pierced his chest, blinding everyone for a moment. And Dombek had disappeared in the meantime. The smiles the people in the photograph made at each other were nowhere to be seen now. And Dongrong cast his eyes into emptiness, reviewing the situation we got into.
동백은 틀림없이 저를 찌를 생각으로 기다리고 있었을 거예요.
I'm sure Dombek's plan was to stab me.
제게 K사 직원 외에 조력자들이 있다는 건 슈렌누와 란 선배를 통해 알았겠지만
Shren and Ran probably told her about that I brought help from the outside.
그 중에 이상이 있다는 것은 몰랐을 테니까.
But she couldn't have known that Yi Sang would be one of them.
아, 일부러 이상 씨를 이곳에 데려온 건가요?
Ah, so you've brought Yi Sang here on purpose.
제가 기습 당할 걸 알고 방패막이를 데려왔냐는 건가요? 제 예측 능력은 보통이 아니긴 하지만 예지를 할 수 있는 건 아니라.
Are you asking if I invited him as a meat shear, knowing that I'd be ambushed? As excellent as my ability to predict courses of events is, I am no prophet.
결과적으로는 잘 됐습니다. 목숨을 노리고 찌른 공격이더군요.
Either way, things went in our favor. The assault was clearly made with intent to kill.
뭐? 무슨? 아니 우리 동료가 대신 칼에 찔려서 죽다가 살아났는데 잘 됐다는 말이 나다니.
What did you just... You can't be serious. A colleague of ours got stabbed to death for your boss, and you're talking like everything went well.
저희 쪽에서 신체적 손해를 배상해야 할 부분은 없지 않습니까? 혹시 심리적인 문제라면 청구하셔도 되겠습니다만 그건 처리 절차가 꽤 까다로워서 충분히 고려하시고.
It's not our responsibility to compensate for any injuries, is it? If this has left psychological scars, you are free to demand compensation, but please know that the procedures will be rather complex.
아니 그러니까 지금 대기하는 말이.
No, my problem is with how you're describing this whole...
되었어.
Leave the matter there.
아픈 것은 한 움큼도 없어. 그러니 그만두시오.
I do not feel an ounce of pain, so you have no need to pursue this matter further. When I turn the clock, every consequence is reversed. Torn clothing, bloodied stains, even the smallest scars are undone. But that doesn't make the cause of those damages as something that never happened. Which is why I have to ask. Are you sure you're okay, Yusang? Yusang shut down my last attempt to inquire with a simple yes, so I couldn't try again until now. But that man named Gubo had no problem raising his weapon against Yusang while claiming to be his compatriot.
그래. 여지 궁금했겠군.
I see. He must have been rather curious. This time he didn't seem to have any intent to dodge my question.
한때 나는 구인회라는 단체에 몸을 담았어. 구보, 동랑, 내 가슴팍을 찌르었던 동백. 관리자, 그대가 배웠던 면면들이 함께였지.
I was once part of an organization named the League of Nine. Gubo, Domrong, and Dombek, the one who stabbed my chest. Those faces you have seen were members of it as well, Manager. 1 second. Sorry about that. Stuff in my throat.
그러나 어느 날 분해되었고 흩어졌어. 각자가 갈 길로 날려 나아갔어.
However, it disbanded and scattered one day. Each of us was flown away into our own path.
그저 그랬을 뿐이야.
That was all there was to it.
뭐야? 그뿐이라기엔 너무 많이 빠진 것 같은데?
What? Feels like your story's missing a ton of details, you know?
여차저차해서 헤어졌고 어쩌다가 서로에게 칼을 휘두르는 사이가 되어버렸네. 이런 거야?
You broke up because things happened and now you're pointing knives at each other. Like, is that it?
아니면 처음부터 친구가 아니었을 수도 있겠죠.
Or maybe they were never friends at all, after all.
그저 순간이요. 순간이기에 뿐이라 함이 썩 들어맞소.
It was no more than a moment. I believe my testimony to be apt for a time as transient as that. He started talking a lot. He hasn't turned into a chatterbox just yet, but I had a feeling that he'd soon become more talkative. I was reminded of Faust mentioning once that he was never really the quiet sort. Are you really sure you're okay, you say?
언제나 괜찮았어.
I have always been okay. If that was his true nature, then this might not be a bad thing. Still, my feelings say that I should care for his well-being. From your recent memory, have you had any particular happy or painful moments or something like that?
그대, 유독 오늘따라 내게 관심이 많구려. 썩 달갑진 않으나 그대가 평소와 상이하니 내 대답은 해주겠소.
You are devoting an unusual degree of attention to me today. While it does not please me, I will give you an answer since your demeanor is quite unlike the usual.
구태여 뽑아보자면 최근에 가장 기뻤던 일은 낭술회를 했을 때.
If I were to choose one, the happiest occasion in recent memory would be when we held an Illuminators conference.
가장 절망스러웠던 순간은
And the most hopeless one would be
그대를 처음 만난 그 숲.
at the forest where I first met you.
그곳에서 끊어졌다 믿어 의심치 않았던 목숨이 재생되던 순간.
The very moment my life resumed when I was certain that it had ended there.
그리고 지금이요. 변치 않고 재생은 언제나 완벽하다는 걸 깨닫게 되는 지금.
Another such moment is now. I am once again realizing that this regeneration is ever so flawless and unchanging.
어찌 대답이 되었는가?
I hope that sates your curiosity.
이제 걸음해야 하지 않겠소. 갈 길이 멀어 보이는 것 같소만.
Now, should we not be on our way? I see a long road ahead of us. As he walked ahead, I could almost see it. Although the wound was perfectly erased, there was still a hole in his chest, wide open with no signs of mending. And there you go. Oh, there we go. Yiseng came back to his senses as though nothing happened. Meanwhile, Sam Joe's phone started ringing incessantly.
이런.
Oh dear.
이 지부에 전파 교신 장치가 있었던 모양이군요.
It seems a radio communication device was installed in this branch. His phone was intensely vibrating as though the calls set it on fire.
네. 네. 지금 바로 돌아가겠습니다.
Yes, I understand. I'll return right away.
연구소에 또다시 습격이 있었던 모양입니다.
It seems the laboratory was raided again.
아까보다 테러범들의 숫자도 위세도 더 증가한 것 같다고 하네요.
There are apparently more terrorists this time on a fiercer offense than before.
근방의 서동은 우리를 일부러 이곳에 발목 잡아두기 위한 유인책이었나?
So the commotion earlier was a distraction to keep us here.
네 놈들의 내통만 아니었다면 충분히 예방할 수 있었던 일이다.
Okay. This could have easily been prevented if it weren't for your collusion. Otis lashed out in frustration.
조금 낯설긴 하네요. 로보톰이 지부에 와서 환상체 하나 마주치지 못하고 가는 건 처음인 것 같아서요.
It does feel rather strange. I think this is the first time we are going through a lobotomy core branch without facing a single abnormality.
그렇네요. 환상체들이 얌전히 알이 되어 있던 것도 신기하고요.
That's true indeed. Those we did see were resting still in their eggs.
기술 해방 뭐라는 놈들은 환상체에 손 한 번 까딱하고 알로 되돌릴 수 있는 능력을 갖추신 분들인가 봐.
The bounders from tech liberation, whatever, must have got some way to put abnormalities in their eggs without lifting a hand, eh?
구체적인 건 직접 봐야 알겠지만 환상체를 알로 되돌릴 기술을 지닌 사람들이라면.
Though we will have to see the details with our own eyes. If they really do have the technology to revert abnormalities into their inactive forms.
그 이상의 기술도 보유하고 있을 거라는 건 분명합니다.
It's certain that they possess the technologies to achieve more.
이거 조심해야 할 것 같은데 동랑 씨. 파우스트 씨는 불길한 소리를 허투루 내뱉지 않는 양반이라.
Well, looks like you've got to look out, Dongrong Bud. Ms. Faust isn't one to say ominous stuff for nothing, you know.
어떻게든 될 거예요. K사에서 제일 가는 연구원이랑 그보다 우수한 도시에서 제일 가는 천재 둘이 함께 하잖아요.
It'll work out somehow, and our group is K-Corps' most successful researcher, and better yet, two of the greatest geniuses in the city. Alright. Constellations. The K-Core laboratory was unexpectedly attacked. It seems that the Technology Liberation Alliance has acquired the ability to revert abnormalities to eggs. We hurry back to the building. Alright, so we get combats. Alright, yeah, I reverted Ishmael back to Loot Association, so we'll be doing that for now. And yep, that's pretty much everything.
제가 앞에 서죠.
As soon as we got back to the lobby, we can see panic-struck employees run before Dongrong and Samjo.
동랑님, 잠깐!
Mr. Dongrong, a moment, please.
다들 얼굴이 시퍼렇게 되어 있네. 잠시 실례할게요.
You've all turned pale. Pardon me for a moment. The situation looks pretty tense. It's kind of awkward to stand still like this. As I meandered in the lobby, murmuring meaningless things to myself, Don Quixote scuttled to a shelf.
이곳에 꽂혀 있는 이 책들은 무엇인가? 그림이 반짝반짝하오.
Oh, what manner of books are these? The pictures glitter brightly. Sounding a merry hum, she picked up a storybook. I peeked at the book she opened. Yi Sang also turned his gaze toward the book, possibly bothered by something about it. Soon a golden haze unfolded.
모두가 고개를 떨군 채 땅을 바라보며 살던 시대에 하늘을 바라보며 사는 이가 있었습니다.
Once upon a time, when everyone had their heads down and eyes fixed on the ground, there was a person who looked up into the sky.
그 눈에 들어온 것은 하늘에 반짝이는 별들.
In their eyes were twinkling stars.
이름도 없고 누구도 봐주지 않던 별들을 이어가며
Connecting the nameless stars no one else would look at.
이름을 지어주고 내키는 대로 이야기를 만들곤 했습니다.
The person gave them names and made up stories for them as they liked.
이야기라는 것은 끝이 없는 실타래와도 같아서
Stories are like skeins of thread without an end.
의미 없음 속에서 의미를 찾고자 엮고 그려내니까요.
They're drawn and woven together in an effort to find meaning from meaninglessness.
세상에 담겨있는 기쁜 이야기와 슬픈 이야기들은 언제나 밤하늘에 맴돌았습니다.
All kinds of stories in the world, happy and sad, circled in the night sky.
그러다 어느 날 그의 가족이 매우 큰 병에 걸려 죽음을 앞두게 되었습니다.
Then one day, the person's family fell deeply sick, their life nearing its end.
그는 여느 날처럼 하늘을 향해 그 슬픔에 관한 이야기를 하였습니다.
Like any other day, the person spoke into the sky about the grief they felt.
그러자 그의 머리 위로 물방울이 떨어졌습니다.
A droplet of water fell onto the person's head.
위를 올려다보니 별자리가 그에게 말을 걸고 있는 게 아니겠어요?
Looking up, the person found the constellation talking to them.
내게 이름을 붙이고 이야기를 만들어준 자야. 나는 너를 통해 지상에 던져지고 시간에 떠밀려져 세상을 느낄 수 있었단다.
Dear person who named me and gave me a story, thanks to you, I was cast onto the land and pushed by the flow of time, feeling the world in full.
별은 본래 소망을 이뤄줄 수 있다는 거 알고 있니?
Did you know that stars can grant wishes?
내가 내리는 눈물이 네 아픔을 씻겨내어 줄 거란다.
The tears I shed will clear you of your pain.
그리고 나서 세상엔 하루 반나절 동안 비가 내렸습니다.
Afterwards, the rain fell onto the world for a day and a half.
그 비를 맞은 자들은 모두 씻은 듯이 나았습니다.
Everyone caught in the rain was all healed up.
병을 앓던 그의 가족도 건강을 되찾았답니다.
The person's ill family recovered to health, too.
이제 그와 그의 가족들, 도시의 사람들은 매일 밤마다 다 같이 하늘을 보며 행복에 대한 이야기를 계속한다고 합니다.
Since then, the person and their family, as well as the residents of the city, have looked up at the sky and talked about happiness every night.
그래서였군요. K사의 고유 문화 중 하나가 매년 특정 달의 밤에 비가 오면 사람들이 우산 없이 밖으로 나가서 비를 맞는 거랬는데.
That explains it. I read that Nest K has a custom of walking outside without an umbrella to stand in the rain on the night of a certain month every year.
설마 또 저만 아는 사실인가요? 아직까지도 K사 둥지와 뒷골목을 여행하는 자를 위한 안내서 책자 안 읽은 거예요? 아무도?
Don't tell me. Am I alone in this again? Have none of you checked out the pamphlet guide to K-Course Nest and Backstreets until now? No one?
아, 그거 지난번에 벌레 때려잡는 데 써서 죄지급 받아야 하는데.
Oh, that thing. I used mine to whack some bugs. So I gotta get a new one?
노자 씨는 지금 이 상황에서 농담이 나와요?
Does this look like the time to be joking around, Rhoda? Rada didn't look like she was joking at all, but Ishmael seemed unaware of it.
그런데 이 이야기 재생 앰플이랑도 맥락이 비슷해 보이지 않나요?
By the way, that story, it feels similar to what the regeneration ampoule does, doesn't it?
비를 맞으면 씻은 듯이 건강해진다는 게
That rain that restores you to health?
그 별에서 내리는 비라도 담아서 만들었다는 거야?
Yeah, so? You trying to say it was made from rains dropped by the stars?
아니, 그 전에 물 같은 게 아니라 나노 로봇이라며.
Wait, wasn't it nanobots and not watery stuff in the first place? What do you think, Faust?
전 연구자예요. 은유보다는 사실에 입각해서 판단하는 걸 선호한다는 뜻이죠.
I am a woman of science. I prefer judgment based on facts over metaphors.
이러한 소위 별구름의 관측과 해석의 영역은 저보다는 이상 씨가 더 잘할지도 모르겠네요.
This so-called analysis and interpretation of stars and clouds might be an area Yi Sang is more familiar with.
그이는 같은 연구자일 테지만 저와는 또 다르니까요.
He's a researcher like me, but we're not quite the same.
어서 올라가 봐야겠어요. 상황이 많이 심각한 것 같네요.
We better hurry. The situation seems pretty serious.
이번엔 연구실이 아니라 실험실까지 들이닥친 모양이더라고요.
I hear they managed to storm all the way into the rooms where experiments are conducted this time.
어? 그런데 여기는 너무 평화롭지 않은가? 도망치는 자가 없다만.
Does this place not seem too peaceful for such a dire predicament? I see nary a man running away.
대피 명령은 내려진 것 같습니다. 다만 지난번에 여러분도 보았다시피 대피를 이미 한 적이 있어서요. 주 70시간 근무 제도에 지장이 갈 수도 있어서 그러나 봅니다.
It does appear that there's been an evacuation order. However, as you witnessed last time, this is not the first emergency that occurred this week. They might be worried that evacuating again could disrupt the 70-hour work week policy. Yeah, I don't do 70 hours. Working in this kind of place is not easy, huh?
이해가 안 되는군. 어떻게 습격할 수 있다는 거지? 누군가에게 들키지 않고 실험실로 바로 진입이 가능한 구조는 아니라 보았다만.
I don't get it. How is this attack possible? It doesn't seem like a structure that allowed intruders to sneak into the room undetected.
시간이 없으니까 올라가면서 설명하죠.
We're running short on time, so I'll explain as we go up.
이의,
Object.
우리가 같이 올라가야 하는 이유 한 가지만 대봐.
Give one reason we should go with you.
계약 조건은 완수했다.
Indeed, the contract has been fulfilled.
맞아요. 그런데 황금 가지를 드리고 싶어도 눈앞에서 빼앗겨 버렸잖아요.
That's true, but as much as I want to give the bow to you, it's been taken before our eyes.
모분 말토.
Trash. Well, I guess it's pronounced trashes.
이거 맞는 거야? 저기 계약서엔 뭐라고 적혀 있어?
Is this really right? Hey, what does the contract exactly say?
글쎄요. 제가 법조계 쪽으로는 약해서.
I couldn't say. I'm not all that too knowledgeable when it comes to legal matters. Instead of arguing back as usual, Sam just suddenly got busy wiping his glasses.
삼태.
S.A.
삼조 씨 대답하시래요.
Mr. Samjo, she wants answers.
삼태.
S.A.
삼조 씨 이번에 대가리를 깨버린다고.
So Samjo, she says she'll assail you this time.
틀렸어. 지금 대가리를 깬다고 했다.
Wrong. I said I'll assail him right now.
긴급 상황입니다. 긴급. 어서 올라가시죠.
This is an emergency. Emergency! You should go upstairs quickly. Let's hurry along for now, Ryoshu.
기어코 만단 지혜를 보여주겠어.
I'll show Sangria. I swear it. Sanjo urgently sent us upstairs. The hallway that was clean and calm hours ago. has now turned into complete mayhem, filled with screams and fleeing people. A researcher was crying and clinging to someone who appeared to be a Liberation Alliance member.
도와주세요. 동랑님, 살려주세요.
Help me, Mr. Dongrock, please, save me.
제 직원이 살려달라고 하는데 놓아드릴 생각은 없나요?
My staff member is begging for help. Wouldn't you consider letting them go?
원하는 게 정보라면 내어드릴게요. 내일이 회식이었는데 맛있는 고깃집을 데려가기로 해서요.
If it's intelligence you want, I'll give it to you. We were planning to go out for a staff dinner tomorrow, and the restaurant we booked serves such delicious meat.
고기 대신 향 냄새를 맡는 건 조금 불쌍하잖아요. 그렇죠?
It'd be rather unfortunate if the smell awaiting us tomorrow came from incense sticks at a funeral instead of meat on a grill. Wouldn't you agree?
정보 필요 없습니다.
Intelligence, we have no need for it.
이번엔 빈몸이냐? 너네 싸울 깡도 없어서 대신 싸워주는 기계들이나 가지고 왔었잖아.
Huh. You're walking in unarmed now? What happened to your robots that did the fighting for you, wimps?
우리 쪽 로봇도 이제 필요 없습니다.
We have no need to bring our robots either.
여기 좋은 게 많아 보이는데요.
I see plenty of useful looking ones here.
설마
Are you trying to?
테러 단체의 적출을 명받았다. 목표는 전부의 적출.
We are ordered to excise terrorists. Target all parts.
저희 쪽 숫자가 훨씬 많아요. 조금 치사하지만 손쉽게 이길 수 있겠는데요.
Huh. We outnumber them by a wide margin. It might be a little unfair, but it seems like we won't have any trouble beating them.
나님의 주요 분야는 기계 감찰이었습니다.
Miss Ron's expertise was hijacking machines.
전투보단 해킹 특화형이셨죠.
She was more experienced in hacking than fighting.
환영합니다. 언제나 당신의 안전을 위하는 K사입니다.
Welcome. Here at K-Corps, we value your safety above all else. Huh? Wait, what's...
안전을 위하여 전투 중 무단 이탈자 발생 시 조항에 따라 붕괴 앰플을 주입합니다. 120m 이내로 떨어질 시 발사되며 현재 약 49m의 잔여 거리가 남아 있습니다.
For everyone's safety, deserters attempting to flee from battle will be injected with a decay ampule according to regulatory rules. The ampule will be launched if you leave the 120-meter radius of the combat area. You are 49 meters away from the perimeter. Shoot.
앞으로 내 편으로 적군에게 아무런 공격을 가하지 않는다면 조항에 따라 붕괴 앰플을 주입시킵니다. 4초 남았습니다.
If you do not attack the enemy within the next 5 seconds, the decay ampule will be administered according to regulatory rules. You have 4 seconds remaining. Wait, are we the enemy now?
어쩔 수 없어.
Damn it, I've got no choice.
어째서?
Why?
당연히 붕괴 앰플을 막고 싶지 않으니까. 난 살고 싶어.
I don't want to get hit by the decay ampule. I want to live.
현재 상태. 전선 이탈자 없는 쾌적한 상태. 재생 앰플을 받으실 분은 순서대로 줄을 서주세요.
Current status, no deserters detected. All status green. Please stand in line for regeneration ampules. I see.
저 짓돌 자신과 우리의 목숨을 저울에 올려두고 있는 자입니다. 전투를 허가해 주십시오.
They're weighing their lives with ours, not unlike what we do. Please permit us to engage. Got it. Alright, so we're fighting these guys again.
먼저 끝내고 돌아오는 친구는 맛있는 거 사줄게. 물론 회사 카드로.
Alright, let's get started.
정화.
너, 맛, 취.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
Regeneration nonsense.
가자. 달려라.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
That thing was attacking its own ally.
금방 끝내고 버스로 돌아갈 수 있겠다. 그치?
Oh, okay. This thing gives buffs to other targets. That's kind of neat.
순식간에 끝내죠.
예측대로 빈틈 투성이로군. 쓰러졌고.
A little bit of a slow start because we weren't using our blunt attacks, unfortunately.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
이제 쓸만해져.
내 피가 배고파 있어.
Alright, second wave.
됐다. 그치?
순식간에 끝내죠.
항상 지켜보고 있었지.
So the humanoids are actually they're slightly resistant to piercing and actually take only normal from slashing. So I got that mixed up.
제대로 찝었군.
That's okay. It's doing its job.
내 피가 배고파 있어. 잘 됐다. 그치?
직접 나서지. 예측대로.
야호. 이기는 편.
가자!
우리 편.
쓰러졌고.
이 정도면
Alright.
조기 소진.
Went on a bit longer than I thought, but go ahead and call it here. I am the Depressed Hero. This is Limbus Company. I'll see you guys later.